So let's start by finding where the sync is. So I'm going to play, and I hear the clap. I'm just going to listen. I'm stepping forward with my key, my arrow key. So I highlight the clip and I try to find the first clap. As soon as I hear that, I step back one. I mark it with an I for input, and W, I bring it in. For 3-point noise, this is the audio that goes with it. Again, start playing it, move it along with the arrow key, the right arrow key. When I hear it, I go back one, I mark with an I, and I bring it in. Then I play it together just to create some noise for you to deal with, and you can see that they're in sync. So I no longer need this audio, so I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to start with color. So I'm going to go to the workspace, color and effects. I don't need that anymore. So I can get rid of the browser. I'm going to make the scopes a little bigger and get a hold of the line. Down here, put this to fit. At the beginning, I show a white card. This is where we're going to do our neutral. Color correction. I select color, select my things. Now that there might be a little bit of black that we can get here, a little bit of shadows. So I grab the bottom of the Luma scale, and if you watch the picture, you'll see it's getting a little darker. At the top end, I think it's a little bright for me. I'd like to bring it down a little bit to here. Now I'm going to select the crop tool, crop into the white target. So I need a little bit less red and a little bit more blue. Reset. Before and after. Before and after. Now, moving along, if you have DaVinci, I put up a Pantone target, which you can put skin on and adjust. Now, finally, now I've neutralized it. I'm going to do a slight color grade with the hue to saturation. It's this color versus the depth of the saturation of the color. It won't work as long as this is on. I have to say done. Then I can grab the dropper, and I'm looking for something kind of the mid-tones on the face. It produces a line here. I can decide, do I want more or do I want less? Ever so slightly more. Okay. Now, if you want to be a little more creative, back on our curves, you can grab the dropper and grab a point here. Okay. And you can do that with any of the colors you would like to play with. Say I wanted to play with the greens back here. Grab the dropper. It's going to show me where on that green line. If I want to pull that a little bit or push it one way or the other. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to neutralize it. So that's the coloring portion. Now we have to deal with the audio. So I'm going to select the audio. Come over here to my effects. Start with EQ. We're going to add EQ on here. Play it. Now you might try, we've got that noise, that section right here of the noise. You might try this plug-in noise removal. That worked pretty well. I've left a gap here. You can hear I've got a fan running on purpose to create some noise. I just got rid of the noise for you to deal with. Here's the white target. I don't know if there's a little bit of hum there too. So you do the color correction. No, that just made it worse. So anyways, now I'm going to do my EQ. I'm just going to read a poem from James Rainey, Southwesto Home. I am Jones Lake, thou some call me Paths. I undertake with mud something more elegant than to make a prison. I drowned a hapless circus elephant. I've left a gap here. You can hear I've got a fan running on purpose to create some noise for you to deal with. Here's the white target. So you do the color correction. I'm just going to read a poem from James Rainey, Southwesto Home. I am Jones Lake, thou some call me Paths. I undertake with mud something more elegant than to make a prison. I'm going to add I drowned a hapless circus elephant. I've left a gap here. You can hear I've got a fan running on purpose to create some noise for you to deal with. Here's the white target. Where you do the color correction. I'm just going to read a poem from James Rainey, Southwesto Home. I am Jones Lake, thou some call me Paths. I undertake with mud something more elegant than to make a prison. I drowned a hapless circus elephant. I've left a gap here. You can hear I've got a fan running on purpose to create some noise for you to deal with. Here's the white target. Where you do the color correction. I'm just going to read a poem from James Rainey, Southwesto Home. I am Jones Lake, thou some call me Paths. I undertake with mud something more elegant than to make a prison. I drowned a hapless circus elephant. I've left a gap here. You can hear I've got a fan running on purpose to create some noise for you to deal with. Here's the white target. Where you do the color correction. So we've colored it, we've synced it, and we have dealt with the noise. The last thing I used, the built-in denoiser worked pretty well, and then I used my Crumple Pop Audio Denoiser 2, which is a plugin that I purchased. In Audition, you should be able to get rid of the sound completely. It's quite amazing. I'm not sure how well DaVinci will do with it, but it'll probably do okay. There's also an adaptive noise plugin in Premiere that works very well. Have fun.